All right, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be breaking down how to properly structure and build out your business credit profile so that you can maximize the amount of funding that you get from banks, lenders, and portfolio lenders. My name is Urban Pena. I am the founder of the Inside Inner Circle, which is an education company where we teach entrepreneurs, startups, and existing business owners how to properly structure their personal and business credit profiles so that they can continually fund their businesses either through their LLCs or through their corps or through other business entities. So in this video, we are going to be breaking down three different ways, or really three different things that you need to look at and consider if you are looking to maximize your funding. So let's go ahead and get to work. The first thing that you want to look at when you are either structuring your business so that you can maybe go to a credit union and ask for money, or if you can maybe go to a regional bank, or if maybe you're going to maybe a bigger bank that you've been banking with, the first thing that you want to do is you want to establish the relationship with that bank. If you guys have been following me for some time, especially if you are one of my clients, one of the things that I like to really nail down inside of the program is I like to show my clients how to properly build out their relationships with banks and with credit unions and with branch bank managers. Why is this going to be important, and why am I giving you this piece of information? I'm telling you this because this can be the difference between your business and your LLC getting funded for $5K in a business product versus a $50,000 line of credit or a $50,000, let's say, installment loan, whatever it is that you're going for. I've seen people come in with a brand new startup, open a brand new business checking account, and then attempt to go after funding, and they get far more money and use OPM than what an existing business owner would get just off of this one basic rule. And so here's how you want to set that up. What I always recommend is you want to pick 2 or 3 different banks or credit unions. I'm giving you the strategy versus the tactic. Here's the difference. The strategies never change. And so the relationship formula, for the most part, is going to remain the same. The tactic is if I were to tell you which bank or which credit union to look at. While there is a time and a place for that, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to give you mainly the strategy. And so the strategy around this is you want to pick either a bank at a regional level, or you want to pick a credit union that's specific to your area, and you want to start a relationship with them by opening up a business checking, and I want to take it a step further, a business savings account as well. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to marinate the relationship. You want to let them know that you're not just in it, as a one and done, give me the money and I'm out. You want to let them know that you are there to do business with them. Here's what this does. They're going to give you an internal banking score, or also known as a bank rating in the business world. This bank rating, also known as the internal score, and if you bank with Navy Fed, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is going to give them kind of like a meter of how much they can trust you with. And it's kind of like the old saying goes, right? To whom much is given to, much is going to be asked of, right? And I'm paraphrasing that, but it's no different in the business credit world. And so you want to fund each of those accounts, specifically more so the business checking. I recommend nothing less than $2,500. You can start with a little bit less. Just know that they're maybe not going to be the biggest lines when they do decide to give you funding. But if maybe you have some money sitting around, maybe you're not in the stock market, maybe you're not buying real estate right now, maybe you're not reinvesting it back into your business just yet because you're looking to leverage OPM, and rightfully so, I would rather see you put that into a checking account that's going to help marinate it for 60 to about 91 days. That seems to be the sweet spot right now. After that 60th day or after the 91st day, again, this is going to depend on the credit union, and this is going to depend off of how quickly you want to start tapping into some capital. That's when you can go ahead and start going after lines of credit, and this is going to dramatically increase the odds of how much you get approved for and how many lines you get approved for. The second thing that you want to pay attention to when you are building out your business credit profile is the type of industry that you're in. There's something known as the NAICS code. This is more so on your tax side. This is that 6-digit number that goes anytime you file your taxes. If maybe you file with the Schedule C, you're a gig worker, a 1099, or if you run your own business, then that's the code that the IRS uses to classify your business. This is important because in that, it's going to then classify your business as well with the SIC code, which is more of the internal code that's going to be used over with the banks. Why am I telling you this? And Irv, why is this significant to how much funding I can get? Let me give you an example. I had a client that has a trucking business, and everywhere on his LLC, everywhere on his forms, he had listed trucking apart from the LLC. So I'll give you an example. It was XYZ Trucking LLC, right? I'm not going to give you the actual name of the LLC, but that's pretty much the gist of what it is. And so we figured out for the game plan for him would be, hey, let's go ahead and switch out your LLC name. We can go ahead and update the IRS. We can update your bank statements. We can update your business checking accounts, the whole 9 yards. We showed him how to run that play, and he changed it from trucking, XYZ Trucking, to XYZ Logistics. The word trucking and the word logistics are seen as two different risk codes inside of the SIC code. Why is that? Trucking, even though is a cash intensive business, it's also seen as a more on the high risk side. Now, this doesn't mean if you have that listed on your LLC or if you have that listed, let's say as your industry type, this doesn't mean that you're not going to get accepted for funding. This simply means that you're just seen as a higher risk because of the line of work that you do. Don't confuse this with restricted. Restricted is just like, that's going to be really tough to get funding. And restricted would be things like casinos, would be things like pawn shops. That's a completely different video. But for the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and stick with the type of code that you want to use. So you want to see, and you can easily find this over on NAICS.org or NAICS.com. You can just do a quick Google search, take a look at that, and just see, okay, let me see if my classification is listed on here. Is it high risk? Is it restricted? And then you want to switch out the name, or when you are on the application, here's a bonus. When you are on the application and you are applying for business credit, a business loan, a line of credit, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you keep it as vague as possible. You're obviously not going to lie, right? You're not going to put consulting if you are in the trucking line of work. I would rather see you obviously keep it fair across the board and put something like logistics. If maybe you're in the financial space like myself, or you run a credit repair company, or if maybe you teach stocks, nowhere on there do you want to put that you run financial services. You want to maybe put that you run an education company. You want to put that maybe you do consulting. Maybe you have management, possibly even using enterprises inside of the LLC name. And then last but not least, number 3, if you've been finding value in this content, consider hitting that subscribe button down below, and also share this with someone that you know is looking to maximize their business credit and their business funding. The last thing that you want to take a look at is going to be mixing up your business credit profile. It's going to be very difficult for you to get approved for more money so that you can start leveraging in your business if you only apply for business credit cards. On the same side, if you only stack your business credit profile with vendor accounts, that's going to make it very difficult as well. If you only stack it with financial accounts, that's going to be a little bit tougher on the back end if maybe you try to go for loans, lines of credit, auto loans, whatever that is that you're looking to accomplish within your business. And so my recommendation is you should split it down the middle. So your first goal should be to get to 10 trade lines reporting onto your business credit profile. Once you have that 90 Paydex score built out, then the Paydex score, I've done other videos on that, which I'll go ahead and link to this video. You can go ahead and check that out. But when it comes to the Paydex score, you want to make sure that it's at least over a 90, especially if you're looking to non-PG a vehicle under your business name. I recommend 5 vendor accounts and a mix of at least 5 financial accounts, with at least one of those accounts being over $10,000. This is going to help build out your Paydex score. This is going to help build out your Experian IntelliScore. And this is also going to help build out your Equifax score. Kind of like you would want a nice credit mix in the personal credit world, you want to treat it as such in the business credit world as well. If you found value in this content, and if you are kind of like, look, I kind of understand this, but I want a little bit more help, I want to see what your coaching program has to offer, I would love to get on the phone with you, or one of my team members to get on the phone with you, let you know what we're about. If that's something that you're looking for, I will leave the link down in the description and pinned as the first comment. Go ahead, check us out, and feel free to book a call. That way we can answer any questions that you have to see if we're even a good fit to work with each other right now. But other than that, if you did find value in this content, again, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Join the official community. Don't forget that anytime I'm not posting on here, I'm posting over on the Inside with Irv show, which is my podcast style channel. So if you like what we have going on over here, you'll love what we have going on over there. Once again, I appreciate you guys checking me out. Till next time, everyone, I will see you in the next video.